have taught us that if people remain obsessed, we will all be in serious trouble. The shock waves will rumble through business, industry, church, education, and the rest of society. Why? Because people who are in love lose interest in other pursuits. That is why we call it obsession. For example, a college student who falls head over heels in love sees his grades stumbling. It is difficult to study when you are in love. Tomorrow, you have a test on World War II. But who cares about World War II? When you are in love, everything else seems irrelevant. A man said to me, Dr. Chapman, the job is disintegrating. What do you mean? I asked. I met this girl, fell in love, and I can't get a thing done. I can't keep my mind on my job. I spend my day dreaming about her. The euphoria of the in-love state gives us the illusion that we have an intimate relationship. We feel that we belong to each other. We believe we can conquer all problems. We feel altruistic towards each other. One man said about his fiancée, I can't conceive of doing anything to hurt her. The only desire is to make her happy. I would do anything to make her happy. Such obsessions gives us the false sense that our egocentric attitude has been eradicated and we have become sort of a Mother Teresa, willing to give anything for the benefit of our lover. The reason we can do that so freely is that we sincerely believe that our lover feels the same way towards us. We believe that she is committed to meeting our needs, that he loves us as much as we love him, and will never do anything to hurt us. That thinking is always fanciful. Not that we are insincere in what we think and feel, but we are unrealistic. We fail to reckon with the reality of human nature. By nature, we are egocentric. The world revolves around us. None of us is totally altruistic. I mean, for those who don't understand these big words that I'm saying, when they say someone is egoistic or not egocentric, it means that they only think about themselves, what is in their interest. When a person falls in love, they feel they are altruistic, whereby they feel like they live their life for their partners. But what it's saying here is that none of us, no human being, is totally altruistic. The only altruistic person in life, Jesus Christ. And that's what I know. So the euphoria of the in-love experience only gives us that illusion. Remember, average in-love experience lasts 2 years. We will return to the world of reality and begin to assert us. He will express his desires, but his desires will be different from hers. His desires sex, but she is too tired. He wants to buy a new car, but she says, that's absurd. She wants to visit her parents, but he says, I don't like spending too much time with your family. He wants to play in the softball league, and she says, you love softball more than you love me. Little by little, the illusion of intimacy evaporates, and the individual desires, emotions, thoughts, and behavior patterns exert themselves. They are two individuals. Their minds have not melded together, and their emotions mingled only briefly in the ocean of love. Now the waves of reality begin to separate them. They fall out of love. At that point, Either they withdraw, separate, divorce, set off in search of new in love experience. They begin the hard work of learning to love each other without the euphoria, the in love experience. The in love experience does not focus on our own growth nor on the growth and development of the other person. Rather, it gives us the sense that we have our researchers, amongst them psychiatrist Scott Peck, psychologist Dorothy Tonoff, concluded that the in love experience should not be called love. Dr. Tonoff coined the word limerence, the in love experience, in order to distinguish that experience from what she calls real love. Let me go back again. Researchers, among them psychiatrist Scott and psychologist Dorothy Tenoff, concluded that the in-love experience should not be called love at all. Dr. Tenoff coined the term limerence, the in-love experience, in order to distinguish that experience from what she calls real love. Dr. Peck concludes that the falling in love experience is not real love for three reasons. First, falling in love is not an act of the will, conscious choice. No matter how much we may want to fall in love, we cannot make it happen. On the other hand, we may not be seeking the experience when it overtakes us. Often we fall in love at inopportune times and with unlikely people. Second, falling in love is not real because it is effortless. Whatever we do in the in love state requires little discipline or conscious effort on our part. The long, expensive phone calls we make to each other, the money we spend traveling to see each other, the gifts we give, the work projects we do, nothing to us. As the instinctual nature of the bird dictates the building of a nest, so is the instinctual nature of the in love experience pushes us to do outlandish and unnatural things for each other. Third, one who is in love is not genuinely interested in fostering the personal growth of the other person. If we have any purpose in mind when we fall in love, it is to eliminate our own loneliness and perhaps ensure that this results through marriage. In love experience. The in love experience does not focus on our own growth nor on the growth and development of the other person. Rather, it gives us the sense that we have arrived, that we do not need further growth. We are at the apex of life's happiness, and our only desire is to stay there. Certainly, our beloved does not need to grow because she is perfect. We simply hope she will remain perfect. If falling in love is not real love, what is it? Dr. Peck concludes that it is a genetically determined instinctual component of mating behavior. In other words, the temporary collapse of ego boundaries that constitutes falling in love is a stereotype response of human beings in configuration, internal sexual drives, and external sexual stimuli, which serves to increase the probability of sexual pairing and bonding so as to enhance the survival of the species. Oh my God. This requires this requires a hairy goddess.